Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to this edition of Monday Motivation. This Monday, I'd like to talk to you guys about two things. First thing I'd like to discuss is inflation and what you can do to save some money with these inflated costs at the grocery store and at the gas pump. The other thing that I'd like to talk to you guys about is unity in the community. So, set it off talking about inflation. So talking to a brother just yesterday actually, and he was talking about the fact that when he went to the grocery store and he was looking at a canned good, bought the canned good, got it home, opened it up, and it was not filled to the normal place that it's filled inside the can. So let's say that you purchased a can of green beans and the green beans were, it was a 10-ounce can or something like that, right? Normally. When you got home, it wasn't filled to the top. There was space at the air, there was some air at the top inside the can when he opened it up. So he essentially took a 10-ounce can and put 8 ounces in it and relabeled the can, stating that it's now 8 ounces, but they're selling it for a higher cost. Same can, less product. Now, inflation is nothing new, all right? Over my mother's childhood, or someone just who's older than my generation, right? Lifetime, they've seen the price of eggs, the price of milk, the price of gas, the price of a house, the price of a t-shirt, the price of whatever. They've seen these prices go up over time, right? You know how much money's been pumped into this economy over the past 50, 60 years, all right? Ever since we left the gold standard. You know how much money's been pumped into this economy? That's one of your reasons for inflation. But what can you do about it is the thing, right? Now, I've seen that some people are taking less trips when it comes to their vehicles, right? You may elect not to take that road trip and drive somewhere and do something. Maybe being a little bit more decisive about what you're going to do when you get inside that vehicle, what route you might take in order to hit particular stores, right? Maybe carpooling when it comes to your vehicle. You know, when you leave your house, you know how many fellow employees' houses you actually you drive past on the way to work? If you've got good friends or people that you work with that you wouldn't mind actually picking up on the way to work, it might be a great opportunity to have that discussion in the morning and decide, hey, we all work in this office and maybe we could start carpooling, and you know, I'm the furthest away. So I'll start off this week. I'll pick up you two on the way to work, drop you off on the way home, and then we can keep that going. And you'll wind up saving some money on gas. You guys will be helping each other out. When it comes to food, when you go to the food, look, a very wise man told me one time, right? Do not go to the grocery store hungry. Don't do it. Don't go there with your belly empty and now you're shopping, because now you're not just shopping for what you need. You're shopping now for what you want. Also, be careful who you take to the grocery store with you, right? Normally, let's say in a relationship, or let's say in any type of circumstance where several people are going to be buying food together for a house, right? There's going to be somebody in that group who can go to the store and purchase exactly what's on their list. They're not going to purchase anything extra than what's on their list. They're very detail oriented. They're very specific. They're very intentional. When they go to the store and they're like, I came here to get milk, eggs, cereal. That's what I'm getting. And I'm getting up out of here. Right? Because like you in the grocery store, you feel like you're being attacked. You know, it's like they're throwing everything in your face and making it really tantalizing to you to actually purchase more than what you actually went to the store to purchase. But pay attention when you're in the store, you guys. If you do grocery shopping on a regular basis, you know what products are supposed to look like. You know the size and shape of these boxes. So if you were getting, say, 14 ounces of cereal in a box, and then you go to the store and the box looks funny, it's smaller, right? They didn't just decrease the size of the packaging, they decreased the size of what was inside the package. And then they're not charging you $4 for the box of cereal, they're charging you $5.29. And it's less in there. So guess what you got right there? 60% inflation. Sometimes when you see that this is actually what's occurring in the store, I want you to sit down, do the math on that product, and say if the price was $5, and if they increase the price of the product by $1, but decrease the amount that's inside the box, you've got double the amount of inflation. It's not that same amount in there and they just increase the price. So when it comes to inflation, you guys, last thing I want to tell you is you have to go in the store, purchase the things that you need and less of the things that you want. You can literally fight back with your dollars. Okay? With that being said, last thing I want to talk to you guys about, is unity in the community. All right. Another reason I started this channel is this is part of my community service. I can use my voice. I can use my ideas in order to talk about some of the things that I think can actually benefit the community in a positive way, setting us in a position where we do better over time. All right. I am concerned with the positive growth of my community. I do community service as well, all right? And I encourage everyone who's under the sound of my voice at some point to go out there and find a community service organization where you can actually dedicate some of your time for free, where you go and just do some work, where you spend some time reading to children, whatever it is. But find something that you're passionate about. Chances are there's a non-profit organization where you can actually go and you can spend some time doing that, and it will benefit your community. Not someone else's community where you drive, 100 miles this way to go do your community service. Right there at home where you live. Within 20 miles of where you live, there is a non-profit organization that needs your help to assist them reaching the community and doing something positive for people who need it. Okay? Unity in the community. I was thinking about something. Said, right now I'm taking a walk, right? Let's say you were to take a walk for 3 miles in one direction, right? Once you get to that location 3 miles away, you got to get 3 miles back. So when people are talking about, say, unity in the community, how you doing there? When people are talking about unity in the community and getting to a certain location, I was thinking it's gonna get dark in here real quick. But when people are talking about unity in the community, and when people are talking about actually getting to a desired place, what? Those are muscadine vines right there, growing down on top of that tube. When people are talking about unity in the community and getting to a certain desired place when it comes to the community, it not only takes work, but you have to understand one thing. I'm gonna drop this on you guys and then I gotta go. All right, I like to try to keep these things short. If the community has gotten off track, right? If the community has gotten off track, if I walked 3 miles that way, off track, it's gonna take more effort to get back to where you think you need to be. Because it took 3 miles worth of effort and time to get there. Now it takes more effort to make it back to the place where you need to be. Okay? I don't know, man. I'm not a political person. I don't get involved in a lot of this stuff. I have ideals that I live my life by that I think are beneficial to me, my family, my community, right? But it's a divide and conquer strategy, yo. A lot of times it's not just two choices. You don't have just two choices. You got more choices than just two. Okay? But when it comes down to these particular choices, a lot of times it's just one against the other All right, it's good and evil, it's right and left, right? It's blue and red. Yo, you got more choices than that. And chances are, in your mind, in the way you were raised, and the ideals that you have inside you, somebody put these ideals inside of you that will be positive for your community. There's something inside of you that's beneficial and positive that can benefit someone else. And it's your It's your responsibility to figure out how you as an individual are going to benefit the people who are coming behind you. That is service to your community, not your family, to your community, people who you don't know. All right? Look, with that being said, you guys have a great week, and I'll talk to you next time.